A while ago, we went for prison visitations for legal purposes, of course. And then we're speaking. What we do is that we interview the inmates and find out if they have family members that can collaborate with us so that we can get them bailed if their offenses are bailable. And so I'm interviewing one particular man. I'm like, okay, does he have any family members? Because his offense was bailable. And he's like, oh, his wife used to come before, but she has stopped coming. And in my mind, I'm already like, oh, one of these spouses, I don't understand for better for worse. Well, before I can even say anything, he said, okay, people came around to visit him and they said, we're sorry, your wife has died. It pained me because the man is in prison. He can't visit. He doesn't know where she was buried. He doesn't know where his children are. He's just in prison. And when I got home that day, the Holy Spirit used it to teach me about the topic of convictions. So, for the sake of this teaching, a conviction will be defined as a set of truths or beliefs that you imprison yourself inside of. Now, that's number one. That's the number one, the definition. So, imagine with me number two. A conviction is a prison, and you are inside willingly, and you are locked in it. That's number two. Number three, prison cells are locked from without, not from within. Prison cells are locked from without, not from within. Number four, every prison has wardens. Your prison, the prison of conviction, the warden is the Holy Spirit. So it's the one that locks you out. You don't have access to the outside because you are not locked from within. Okay. Number five, prison cells are not semi permeable to the environment outside. That is to say, whatever happens outside doesn't influence what is happening inside. So, if someone enters prison 2008, the last thing they know of the world is the thing that happened in 2008. Okay. That is how prison cell works. How does this relate to our Christian journey? If you are convicted about a subject, whether it is stealing, sexual purity, whether it is alcohol, whether it is lying, gossiping, you understand, if you truly claim to be convicted, that you are imprisoned by the Holy Spirit. And things within the prison is that you surrender a lot of rights to be imprisoned. Your freedom of movement, your freedom of association. You don't open the door and walk out and come back as you like. That is not a conviction. You are locked by the Holy Spirit. With someone is married and their spouse cheats on them, they do not do revenge cheating because they are imprisoned in the cell of sexual purity. If you are convicted of the use of alcohol, whether you used to drink before or not, and something happens, whether it's a bad thing or a good thing, your friends take you out or you go out and they offer you a shot of alcohol, because you are convicted, you have surrendered your right to form an opinion, a contrary opinion, or to act otherwise of that covenant, out of that truth, and of that sentence upon your life. You cannot take that drink. So at this point, I knew that I did not think that I was convicted about anything. Because when things get hard or when things get attractive outside, I used to walk out and come back as I like, claiming I was convicted. The vision that God put upon your life, are you convicted about it, or you just have an opinion of what to do with your life? Because if you are convicted, you do not have a right to do otherwise to that vision, because you have a conviction, a sentence to carry out. So this is how it works. I just want you to do this to reassess your life. Reassess, re-examine what you are doing. If you know that God has convicted you about something, change your attitude, come up higher. I think this is where I'll stop for today. I will definitely be seeing you tomorrow. Stay in love with Jesus.